Today I'm selling a beautiful violin. It is a Ferdinando Alberi Milan 1737. Not very many examples of these violins still in existence. According to Brompton's, almost all of them were yellow varnish, very bright yellow. They had wide grain tops on these violins. Very large scrolls was a characteristic. This has beautiful turns. I've never seen anything quite like this scroll. It has very rounded edging. The back of the scroll, I've never seen anything like this. It's not very beveled, it's very flattened. I've never seen anything like that. So this violin's very blonde. Out of thousands of violins that I've owned, this violin is very, very powerful. It sounds amazing. Many of the Milanese makers during the early 18th century started getting into commercialized fiddles, and they did not always put purfling on the violins. This violin is a one-piece back. It has a crack, as we can see, has been repaired. It's a very old repair. In fact, we read a date right here of 1850, real faintly. And the wax seal is something added to the instrument, or maybe an originality before the repair. So this could be from the 18th century. Many prominent families would wax everything from papers to furniture. So it has a little writing. It's hard to read, but I can make out 1850. The calligraphy is very old, looks early 1800 style writing. Pegged at the bottom, very 18th century in design, very petite fiddle. Most Ferdinando Alberi's, the back will measure 354. This is right on the money, exactly 354. Once in a while you'll find a specimen of 355.5. And then, of course, later in his life, his models actually got a little bit longer. But almost always, the younger models I found are 354. That's a grafted scroll, very petite violin. In fact, I had to pull my shoulder rests together by one extra level. And it's very, very lightweight, and like I said, it's the most responsive, powerful violin that I've ever played on. About 2010, Christie sold a good example of this violin with, again, another crack down the back, except it was on the right side, and it brought $47,000 with a cracked back. It's just not very many examples of these violins left. Violin is set up with rosewood fittings, curly maple, very nice, generous, pretty unique. And we're just going to give it a little test drive. He made violins during 1735 to 1760, so this would be like in the very beginning. Maybe top 10 of his violins that he made in the beginning. So we're just going to play it for you for a little bit here. I'm going to show you exactly how powerful this violin is. Here's the G side. I've never heard anything quite like that. Very dark, very powerful, almost has a viola register, and it projects very loud. Sweet E.